Some artists in the 20th century produced art which was abstract. Art which expresses ideas and emotions without a recognisable subject, through colour, line, shape and texture. Wassily Kandinsky likened painting to music, and the artist to a pianist, using different colours to hit different notes, which create different moods and feelings. He claimed to be the first abstract painter, but if we look carefully at this, one of his early works, we can see he's still painting recognisable objects. There is a rainbow in the middle, stretching from an angular hillside on the left to the blue curve of another on the right. It is effectively a landscape painting. On top of the hill is a fortress, and at the front the 3 red squares are the hats of 3 Russian soldiers, Cossacks, who give their name to the painting. Their faces are yellow, and 2 of them hold tall lances. The third rests a blood-stained sword on the ground. At the top left are 2 more red squares, 2 more Cossacks, this time on horseback. One has a green face, the other yellow. They are fighting with long pink curved swords, or scimitars. The subject matter was not important for Kandinsky, though. It was the colour and composition, the way in which things are arranged, that he was most interested in. As time went by, he left recognisable things out of his work. The result was truly abstract art. Some 40 years later, the American artist Jackson Pollock was also creating abstract art, although his early work too, like Kandinsky's, had been more realistic. Pollock is famous for developing a different way of painting. For centuries, artists had used brushes, and for many the brushstroke was an essential feature of their paintings. But Pollock realised he would have more freedom of movement if he put the canvas on the floor and used brushes or sticks to drip and pour the paint on. The patterns of the paint are a record of his movement. The grey lines were poured quite quickly, and so are thin, whereas the black lines are thicker. He must have moved more slowly. The black lines are on top of the grey, so must have come later. He then added more paint using a brush, with yellows, blues, and reds filling in the areas between the lines, and browns and greens in short dashes. His actions are important for the finished painting. Before long, other artists became interested in their own actions, and, for some, the process of making the art became more important than the end product.
If you'd like this series on DVD,